Alright, so we're going to be playing some Persona 5 today. Now, I've never played any Persona games up until this point. However, I only ever hear good things about this game, and it's supposed to be a turn-based strategy as well. And, we play quite a few of those games, so it's right up my alley, at least in terms of that. I remember the first couple of them were like really old. They were on PlayStation 2, I want to say, like 3 and stuff. I'm pretty sure 3's getting remade at some point soon. Or maybe it'll be like the second remake or something. Not entirely sure. But yeah, I decided we'll be playing some Persona 5 for our next set of long form videos here. I imagine a lot of people will end up liking it because I know a lot of people like Persona in general, and then it still follows our turn-based strategy stuff, which I imagine people that watch still like that. So, we'll see how it goes. Pretty sure there's like a lot of social aspects to this game too. We've used a few memes from the actual Persona 5, but still have never played it. Everything I know of the game is just from, that people constantly talking about it and whatnot. I think I could probably skip through this, but we're gonna go ahead and watch it. If people really want to, they can just skip past this part, right? I mean, it's not that big of an issue. Press a button, don't mind if I do. Configurations, I suppose that's the thing. Japanese voice, I mean, maybe some people would want that on, but you kind of, have to know how to play the game. So, yeah, there's that auto advance, automatically advance text display. Sure, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Display subtitles during animations, that might be a thing, but I don't know about that just Remember the most recent Persona used? That's probably the equivalent to like a spell remember or something along those lines, so that's probably fine. Network functions, I don't know, that's probably fine. Oh, it didn't say anything. Firm is it. Okay, we're good then? It didn't change nothing now? Okay, I think we're good here. Alright. Receive downloadable content. I guess I picked some stuff up from the store at some point or another. Whether or not they're actually that helpful, I don't know, but there it is. Contains 8 magic attack skills, 3 ally buff skills, Theta, and 3 blank cards. They can be found in the cardboard box in your room, but only after skill cards become available in the main store. Who knows how long that takes to get into? So, there's that. Persona 5 Phantom Thieves logo, Morgana car sticker. Sure, I mean, it sounds like a lot of this is customizable. Persona 5 swimsuits, you say. Well. I'm sure we'll have to put that one on. The people demand it. Merciless difficulty? Hey, considering it's the first one playing, I don't know if we're gonna go that insane, but Persona 20th anniversary? Really? 20th anniversary? Like, I knew it was old, right? Because I'm pretty sure the first one came out on, like, PlayStation 1 or 2 or something like that. So, it's been a minute, but really, 20 years. Yeesh. Persona 5 maiden butler costume set, you say? Alright, well, keeps getting better. Christmas costume set. So many cosmetics in this game. Regular clothes after all that? Yeah, guys, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in the regular clothes.
This story is a work of fiction.
Great.
Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental.
Of course.
Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
Okay. Alright, I've never like I always seen games
contract
mention
has been
this. Like if
sealed.
you've ever played XCOM, it
The
always does
world
stuff
is not
like
as
that.
it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided.
Oh, I'm sure we're
Those
seeing
who
that right
oppose
now.
fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters.
Okay.
You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
Sure, you know what? Why not? I mean, do we have anything else better to do? Why not? I'm pretty sure this one, because I got it off the store, is the 4 version. And did they make it? I'm sure they made a PlayStation 5 version. This is regular version too. This isn't Royal, so I'm sure I'm going to be missing out on some stuff from that. Since it sounded like it was the base game plus a bunch of extra stuff and like quality of life changes, which would have been nice, but it also would have cost me money. And hey, you know, they really do be like that sometimes. I mean, so far it doesn't look bad at all for being on the 4. Not that the 4 was bad or anything, but you know, the 5 is just that much better. Well, I guess, you know, if you ever played Smash, that should be Joker right there. You know, the one person I might actually know because, you know, Smash.
Up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Good. Now get running!
Sure.
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now.
I thought I turned on auto, so it would do the. I guess
We'll
I'm doing
retrieve the
this.
briefcase
Okay.
on our end.
That was about as garbled as ever. Alright.
Don't worry about us.
Oh, we got a crit with that one. Okay. We certainly took some damage. Maybe we heal after every encounter?
Good. You defeated them with ease.
All of one of them, yeah, it was very hard.
Be careful! Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
Alright, well, looks like we're going this way. Probably for the best. Our HP was doing all that fantastic at the end of it.
Come on, man.
Games always do this, man. I always hate it. Like, either do full voice acting or, like, don't do any of it. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's just a me take. But, like, it's just a very strange thing to go from, like, voice acting to just, you know, like, bare minimum voice acting to going back to real voice acting. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I don't know. Lazy may not be the right word, but it feels wrong.
I'm okay.
Like, they went through that whole situation with voice acting, and then right there, they're like, oh, I guess we ran out of money for voice acting. You know, can you say, like, 5 words for us? And they're like, yeah, I got you. Okay, the camera likes to move a lot more than I think, too. So we got a labyrinth-esque type style going on here?
The intruder simply can't be found.
Okay.
Where'd they go?
I guess I can listen in on those guys. Can I attack or anything? No. Okay, I guess I'm just walking for the time being. That lets me zoom in on the map. Hopefully all of these videos don't get copyrighted. They shouldn't at this point. As I'm, you know, literally playing the game, you think there would be some protection. But sometimes, man, sometimes. You'll never get away if you just keep fighting. Hide in the shadows, sneak past when you see an opening. Are we gonna have a visibility sort of thing? Okay, so they're just grunts. I don't really feel the need to, like, read all their speech. Maybe I should, you know. I entered a what? Really? Joke's on them, but, you know. They tried.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
After all of that, just to get spotted anyways. Come on.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
And yet she's all for it. You know that's how it goes. I mean, you know her.
Enemy
Well,
here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go.
Go, go, go! Go over there!
What's the point of having that many people to just... Sure, I mean, I guess maybe they want to bring him alive, right? But... There you go.
Stop struggling.
Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Ooh, already? The game just barely started and I'm already getting sold out. Feels bad,
Suspect
man.
confirmed! Cuff it!
P5. How convenient that that would be, you know, the leading letter number, considering we're playing Persona 5, of course. Wow, well that's good. They're just giving us some medicine to help us.
Guess the
sleep.
drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off.
I don't think I really had much of a choice.
Still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot?
What's one more shot, really? I mean, we're taking
What about
like
the
3 of
camera?
them or not?
Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Okay, so we get an actual choice here, although it gives us a skip option, which makes me think that our choice doesn't actually matter, which is always annoying, right? Because if you're gonna give, like, a choice, why not actually make it matter? So many games do this, I don't understand. Where, like, here's a choice you can make, but in the end it doesn't actually matter. It's like, why even give me the choice then? You give me, like, this false sense of choice when it just leads to the same conclusion? But you know, maybe this one's different. So, are you thinking it can be used as evidence with the camera up there? Of course not. What do you mean? Or we could stay silent. I mean, that's just me playing dumb, right? Of course not is just me. Or I can stay silent. I don't know. Maybe we'll stay silent.
Hear my question? Answer!
Clearly, this dude has no problem being upstanding here, so there's really
Obstruction
no
of
point
justice,
to answer.
blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons.
Hey, just one gun. So
Manslaughter
okay.
too, yeah? Talk about the works.
Well, we actually killed a
To
monster.
think
so
that
you're
all
welcome
those
for that?
crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it.
Oh yeah, my face definitely looks like I'm enjoying this. I was enjoying it? Everything's hazy. I can't remember. Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna play on safe mode. Yeah, For those who wish to enjoy the story, if you fall in battle, you can retry as many times as you like. This choice will not affect the story. So this is game reviewer mode right here. That's what this is. For those looking for a casual experience, battles are optimized for beginning players, and you can change this anytime. I mean, that's kind of nice. For those who want the balance between gameplay and a story, for those seeking expert level challenge with little margin of error, and then Merciless is just brutal. I mean, like, honestly, if this wasn't the first Persona that I was playing, I would probably go, like, hard, or, like, if we really wanted to, like, if we were dedicated enough and people, like, liked the series enough, we would do a Merciless playthrough. But because it's the first one that I've played of Persona in general, I'm not gonna know all the mechanics and whatnot, which would make more sense to do something like normal, and then once you actually know the mechanics, go up the hard Merciless. So I think this is a fair one to start on. I mean, it generally sounds like the one they expect you to do. So we're gonna go with normal, mostly because it's our first time playing Persona. If I had, like, any relative experience, maybe I played, like, 3 or 4 or anything like that beforehand, maybe we'd go hard and Merciless. But, like, we don't even know the mechanics of the game yet, so I think normal's a fair thing for us. I mean, I guess it says we can always change the difficulty later if we really want to.
You should know your place.
Oh, that's real rich coming from somebody that's just a grunt, but alright.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
I understand, or we're just going silent, you know? Nah.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, but... I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Man's eyes are popping out of his head.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Accountability for their actions. That's not what this generation does. I mean, what? A little too real, perhaps. Alright then. Well, you know, we gotta use our name, right? Absolutely. Enter is X, but we did that. Okay, confirm given name. There's just so many things on the screen. I guess we gotta have a last name too, and I mean, it might be a little weird, I guess, but we'll put in both. Yeah, whatever, it's fine, honestly. As if I've ever cared about that much stuff anyways, whenever we do playthroughs. All the customizations and whatnot, no, we just generally don't. We're here for the gameplay, man. The whole naming.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
That's not sus at all.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides,
You prosecutor signed Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Alright, clearly more going
Prosecutor,
on than what we
I
know.
forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
Convenient.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
As I'm just laying on the floor getting bodied, you know, I think I'll be okay. I think she'll be okay as well.
I didn't expect it'd be you. You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards. Can you hear me? It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them.
Great, so why are you
That's
here
why I
then?
need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major
And one
incident?
question at a time,
I didn't think
lady.
it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution. It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.
Of course you couldn't, or what do you want to know? I mean, it sounds like she wants to help us, but, I mean, like... Does it actually matter? Like, I wish that was something they had actually mentioned at, like, the beginning of the game, if, like, choices don't matter and whatnot, because maybe it actually plays out in the story more, what I'm actually picking here, in which case I would give a little more thought to them, rather than just, you know, being sarcastic like and stuff. So I guess maybe we'll play it as if the choices matter. Of course you want it, or why do you want to know? Yeah, why do you want to know all this again?
This isn't an issue of whether or not it can be used in court. I need to know. This is my case, after all. It
And this
seems you're
helps me
coherent.
how?
When and where did you find out about that world? How is it even possible to steal another's heart? Now,
Well,
tell
you
me
know,
your
the
account
charm,
of everything.
lady.
Start from the
That's-
very beginning.
That's how it starts. Stealing people's hearts, is it? That's supposed to be like a hell butterfly?
You are held captive. A prisoner
Nothing
fate
new,
to a
really.
future that has been sealed in advance.
Some
This is
playing a
truly an
losing game
unjust
already?
game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if
Thanks
my
for
voice
playing
is
that out.
reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
Become built
I
different?
beg you, please overcome this game and save the world.
This is supposed to be
The key
the real
to victory
meta.
lies within the memories of your bonds, the truth that you and your friends grasped. It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago. For the sake of your world's future, as well as your own, you must remember.
Oh, good. An amnesia story. That's what we all want and hasn't been overused since, forever. But would I like to say about Brock? Sure. I mean, yeah, what? Level 1. A nerd.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Please help!
Has nobody ever told her not to walk out at night? They think anybody can just walk out at night.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth! To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
Oh, the occult, are we? Well, well. Because, everything always goes well when the occult is involved. Always. It's just how it goes. Is that supposed to be significant, or I imagine they'll get there?
Huh?
And tomorrow's task is soon.
You're not supposed to click on the pop-up ads. Hasn't nobody taught you nothing about this? Well, that can only mean good things, right? I mean, you really didn't need to click on it at all, but I guess. Man, they couldn't even put faces on the people just walking around. If you ever get confused about what to do, where they go next, look at the upper right corner of the screen to view various hints. Alright then. Head to your new lodging, exit the subway station. Okay. Wish I could change my point of view a lot more than it seems like I can. I can ride the train, although there's no reason to do so. No one has been taking responsibility. It's a waste of time to dwell. Okay. Am I supposed to know anything more about that? We can go to the back streets, or we can go to the back streets. Okay. Wow. Is there a reason we can go through one way or the other? Is it going to lead us to like two different spots? Well, one would assume yes. Starting today, Sujiro Sakura will be taking care of me. His house will be in the back streets of this residential area. All sorts of people live in the city. Try listening to their conversations or press the X button to talk to them. You might learn something new. Okay. Secondhand shop. The shop owner isn't here right now. There's a sign that reads on break. It looks like this place also handles electronics. I might be able to buy stuff here for cheap. Alright then. Looks like we got plenty of stuff within this area. I may as well check it out, right? See what all we have access to at the very least. Vending machine. I'm not thirsty right now. Alright then. Dryer. They're clothes spinning inside. Okay. I mean, it looks like there should be like a hot space or something over here. The washing machine is pretty dirty, maybe because it's been used for a long time. Sure. Examine the bathhouse. Well, absolutely. It's a pleasant, quick bathhouse. The pleasant smell wafts this way. Sure. Alright, well, yeah, would have been nice to be able to interact with it a bit more. The smell of alcohol wafts through the air. Sure. The police are so lazy, they're practically stealing our taxes. Whoa. You want to listen in? With the economy in a slump and the population aging, is there a future for the next generation? Wow, they're getting real in here. I mean, the current state of Japan is definitely not great. Don't give me this next generation malarkey. You're just getting it up on us old folks. Okay. It looks like I should be able to get back there, but it doesn't let me. Okay, I was thinking maybe he would say something different, but no, only one dialogue each. Fair enough, I guess. Where would this lead us to? To the station, although presumably this would have been the other area we went to if we had taken the escalator from earlier. So we'll probably just leave that as is. Really wish I could change my, bring the view here. My point of view. I can see inside the store through the glass. There aren't too many customers. Okay. And I need to know this because something about politics not getting better or something. Oh, good. It's back in the shop. Sure. I don't see the store owner. I wonder if this place is even open right now. Like the general setting so far is reminding me a lot of Yakuza right now. I can feel the chilly air flowing out from inside the store. But we can't go inside the store, apparently. The movie theater is pitch black inside. I wonder if this place has been closed down. Well, it doesn't seem like you're in the greatest area here. Yes, I want to ask for directions. Sure. You want to get to the residence at that address? It's in an alley a bit further back. Take a right after the apartment with the stairs. I mean, it said he was unfriendly, yet he gave us everything he wanted, so he can't be that unfriendly, right? Allows me to examine over here, but I can't actually go over here yet. I think the address I'm looking for is up ahead. Okay, fair enough, I guess. I mean, clearly it wants us to go to this one right here, right? No one's been taking responsibility. Yes, we've heard that before. I don't see the name Sakura on the mailbox. This doesn't seem to be the right place. You don't say. Dog-loving girl. What a name. There was another, okay, I see a policeman over there. I was just making sure everyone's safe. It would be scary if something like that happened again, though. Let's get home. Okay, so it's always just one line. Or at least that's what I'm going to assume based on everybody who's only said one line so far. I don't think the address. Yes, we know it's this yellow one over here. There's a residential area up ahead, but the address I'm looking for isn't over there. Really why I'm checking out these areas around here is maybe I could pick up some extra items or something like that. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure if this is a type of game that does that, but I figured I may as well check it. The nameplate here says Sakura. It looks like this might be the house we're looking for.
That's it, right?
Alright then. Even after ringing the doorbell, it doesn't look like anyone will answer the door. Maybe he's gone out. Looks like no one's home. Oh yes, Coruscant's at his cafe around this time. Well, LeBlanc's in the back alley, so I should make my other deliveries first. Next I need to take this package too. Okay. Look for LeBlanc. Which would be the fastest way to LeBlanc? The alley is too narrow. Alright then, so we need to find LeBlanc. Now this place looks like it's a clinic. Now I need to find a cafe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the place, you know, marked with the coffee on it. You know, just a thought. Just, you know, just maybe. It looks like this place is LeBlanc. I'll go inside. Sure. Take your time. I prefer not to. Could I get some faster loading screens, please? Oh, it's the PS4 version. Okay.
The public transit bus was driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps up.
Oh, how frightening.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
Vertical is the name of a shellfish used for farming pearls.
Dude's got a good voice.
Oh, right.
We'll give him that.
They did say that was today.
Oh, we'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
Copium?
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
None of my concern.
Well, see you next time.
Ugh, 4 hours for just a single cup of joe.
Ooh.
So, you're the guy.
Please take care of me. Is the Coruscant here?
Yeah. I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my custody over the next year. I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. But you're the one, huh? Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other, and, well, not that that matters. Follow me.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't matter. No, not at all. That couldn't possibly play in later. No.
This is your room.
Fantastic.
I'll at least give you sheets for your bed.
Thanks.
You look like you want to say something.
You know, I mean, it actually, for the look of it, it actually looks kind of big.
It's on you to clean up the rest.
Ah,
I'll be
okay,
leaving
well.
after I lock up each day. You'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw you out if you cause any trouble. Now then, I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults.
Especially
Get
nowadays.
injured, yeah?
Why is
And
this
now that
game
you got a
actually so
criminal record,
based on...
You were expelled from your
current
high
events?
school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved. In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass. It's best you not talk about
Feels
anything
bad, then?
unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted.
A full year? Bruh.
Cause any problems, and you'll be sent straight to juvie. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow.
Yeah, you might explain that?
Shujin Academy, the school you'll be attending. We'll introduce
school
ourselves
days.
properly to the staff.
Can't say
There's
I
rarely
really
a
wanna
place to
look back
accept
to
someone
the
like
arena.
you know? What a waste of my Sunday. Your luggage arrived earlier. I left them over there.
Bro, you waited on one couple for 4 hours for one cup of coffee, and you're talking about me being a waste of time? This guy's got jokes. I'll be living here starting today, so check out what's in there. Sure. It's the cardboard box sent from back home. It's full of clothes and daily necessities. I'll change it to the more comfortable clothes for now. Like a swimsuit? I guess I should clean the room when I'm organizing things. Sure. The sofa is covered in dust. It looks like I can still use it, but I'll have to clean it first. Great. It's a desk with a stack of books on top. No one can use this as a desk while it's like this. I should start cleaning it first. Let's check elsewhere, I guess. Maybe there's something else we should look for. There's a mattress here. Is this supposed to be my bed? I should start cleaning first. I mean, it really wants me to clean, but I feel like I should check out everything first. Some parts of these shelves have rust on them. All these difficult-looking books are carelessly crammed in it. You know, maybe I should really start cleaning first. There are all these unused household items lying here. It's not organized at all. Can I click on anything else in here? Miss table. If I draw a line in the dust with my finger, it'll probably be really easy to see. Alright, start cleaning. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, they would hide something else in there. But, you know, maybe I'm just thinking too much, maybe I'm thinking there's too much stuff we could do already. Maybe we're just a little more linear at the moment. Okay, so we got a bit of a day cycle going on here from the looks of it. And maybe potentially weather based on what looks to be clouds up there by the 4-9. It's late. It seems like I've been cleaning for a while. I do be how cleaning goes.
Seriously?
What the heck? I heard you were making all sorts of noises up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning. Actually, the place doesn't look too bad, though it's only natural you'd want to keep your room tidy. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm gonna close up the shop and get out of here myself.
I'm gonna head back then.
I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too long. You got that? Alright, fair enough. Sleeping in your bed will move you forward one day. How to advance time. Going to bed is a special action that will advance time. Time is limited. Think carefully about your schedule before you act. Interesting. So we have a limited... Do we honestly have a limited time, or do they just mean throughout the day? Like, each potential action causes you the shift of a phase within the day? So like a morning, noon, evening, night sort of thing? More like that, or they mean like a full-on schedule, like I've got 60 days or something like that before the game actually ends or something? Again, something that doesn't get explained, it just kind of exists. Has some extra clothes inside and all that, okay. I keep looking for more stuff than what it is, but maybe we just need to play it more linear so far. Starting today, this is my room, changing goes, sure, why not? How you gonna be sleeping with that? Criminal record, something about the trial.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Still, I can't just let that go. You're really gonna tell me they're gonna take that dude's word over the lady and the kids? I don't know, man. Especially nowadays, I really don't believe that. I don't see it, but alright. I had to go home early. Hometown neighborhood. Okay then.
Just get in the car.
Stop it!
I can hear a man and a woman arguing in the distance. I think they're just up ahead.
How dare you?
Stop it! Let me go! No!
Oh, it's a me section? Okay.
Don't give me that shit.
Woo! It looks like that drunk man is bothering that woman.
Ow! Please stop!
She's in danger. I can't ignore this. I have to save her. Well, I mean, you could ignore it if you really wanted to. You can make the argument that he should, but you know.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble, huh?
I'll call the police!
Call them if you want. The police are my bitches.
Woo.
They're not gonna take you seriously.
No!
Rick?
Stop!
Ah, corrupt police. We've never seen that.
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country. What are you looking at?
Sounds like the man's got
Get
some
out of my
flack.
face. This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. See? This
The
is all
evil
because
guy's
you're
always
so
got to
damn
be
slow.
bold. It's just how it goes.
Get in the car.
It's that weird app that somehow ended up on my phone. Okay. The icon almost looks like an eye. Wow, you don't say. I thought I deleted it. It's so creepy. You didn't delete it though. You just put it in the recycling bin is the thing. So it's so creepy, guys. You know, woo. It's just, yeah. My lids are starting to get heavy. Yeah, that tends to happen when you're going to sleep. Now I'm getting like Catherine vibes because of just how the Catherine game actually went, which isn't surprising considering I believe they also made that game as well. So. Or they had some part to play in it. They might have actually made it. I don't quite remember. Golden eyes and eye patch, huh? That's always a good sign. Oh, twins, huh? Twins, you say? Well, well, well. Ah, the good old ball and chain. I mean, that's not creepy at all. They're just gonna watch me the entire time, I guess. That is
Trickster,
one nose, huh?
welcome to my velvet room.
Should I know who that is?
So you've come too, inmate. The you in reality is currently fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream.
That's usually
You're
how
the
that
presence
goes.
of our master. Stand up straight.
Welcome. I am
Damn.
delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that
This
only
dude
those
looks
who
like
are
he
bound
should have
by
been a failed
contract may
Pixar
enter.
character. Like,
I am Igor, the master.
it looks
of
like
this
somebody at
place.
Pixar would have drawn this,
Remember
and
it
then they
well.
were like, absolutely not.
I
This is
summoned
Nightmare
you to
Fuel.
speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
Doesn't it always? Important matters or let me out. Well, considering I'm locked up and whatnot, something tells me just asking him to let me out is exactly something that's going to happen. So let's entertain him, shall we? Some important matters, he says.
Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no
don't I
mistake
know?
that
Don't
ruin
I know?
awaits
A
you.
little too real there for him. Ruin, or are you kidding me? Something tells me this man's not kidding.
I speak of the end to everything. However, there is a means to oppose such a fate.
How convenient.
You
that
must be
know.
rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
I'd rather avoid ruin. Wait, what? You know, ruin's not the worst thing. Wait, what?
You didn't decline. Very well. That is enough. Allow me to
alright,
observe the
that's all it
path
takes.
of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion.
Alright, if you say so.
Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Sure, I guess.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
Ah, yes, as if people can just fall asleep back on command. That's how sleeping works. I had a strange dream. Ruin, rehabilitation. What does it mean?
Hey.
Oh, milady. Alright, I see. Well then. Okay, and you know, I thought he was gonna keep talking, but nope, one of them fake ones already. Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending is in Omaya. I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna butcher every single word. Omoya? Is that how you say it? Amoyama? Ah, whatever. It'll cost you a bit to ride the train there, and the route transfers are a pain. I'll drive you there, but just for today, let's...
Jeez.
Men aren't usually allowed, my passenger. This guy, man.
Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
Right. I'm sure. Don't care about it at all.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems.
What
Honestly,
happens in this
I hesitated on accepting someone like you. But there were some circumstances on our side. You might have done a variety of things in hiding in your hometown, but you will behave yourself here. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID.
Oh, milady.
Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
Oh, how convenient.
But really, though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Why am I the bad guy here again? Like, did he switch? Did he, like, create a false narrative or something? Because clearly I should not be the one getting treated like this. That's all I'm saying. I guess that's what it means to have a criminal record. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. You say that as if that doesn't happen already, even without a criminal record. By the way, if you get expelled, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it? Alright, well, you know. I'll be careful, or I think I'll scrape by. I can save us all a little time and just kick you out now, if that's gonna be right too. Hey, man. Alright, well, good to see that we're already on as good as...
Hey.
Come on, we're going home. Alright, fair enough. When did I switch clothes?
What a troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
What's
Why
that
in the
supposed
world
to be?
was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
Of course, not for actually helping the student. No, why would you do that?
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
Well, I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Yeah.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
You don't say.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have
Don't
to
I
work
know.
hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
You don't even know me. You just, jeez.
Oh, traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train
You don't
starting
know that.
tomorrow.
Come on, man.
How was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage?
It seems fun. It'll be tough. We'll see. I mean, let's see this. In terms of like me, like what would be my answer here? It would definitely be like, we'll see. It seems fun. Yeah, school being fun. That's a good one. It'll be tough. School was like never really tough for me. I mean, arguably in college it was a little rough at points, but like, if we're talking like high school and like lower, nah, that was easy. I like slept through most of that. Wasn't even an issue.
Now listen up. Don't even think of doing anything stupid.
I've already thought of it.
Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll in a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you.
Oh, don't worry. I've noticed.
That's what it was like at school. People might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
Yeah, why did you? You never seem to explain that.
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it.
Oh, how convenient.
I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
Again, a subway has derailed at Shibuya Station, greatly affecting the timetable all across the...
Oh, another accident? So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately.
Not sus at all. It's just one of those things that happens, you know? Clearly. Well, that doesn't look normal. You should probably see a doctor about that, you know?
I don't have a visual yet.
So, like, outside of the first, like, 5 people or whatever, when all the others saw the train coming through, they're like, no, I shouldn't back away from it. I should just sit right here and watch this happen.
After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
No, those
Now
don't
on to our main
exist.
story.
Those,
With
no,
this
why
derailment
would...
accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct?
Furthermore, according to SI's sources,
Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely
Why is she so tall? She's very tall. At least from what it looks like. Although the dude is sitting down, so.
Platform filled with people suddenly.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Oof. Intern life feels bad, man. Especially if you're not paid too. That's extra. This is 100% the Catherine lobby. Just rebottled 100%. To think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Bro, you literally sold one thing of coffee yesterday?
Fine.
Like, you're really not missing out on much. That's all I'm saying. Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give you.
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved. It's a diary. Make sure you write in it. You may be under probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However,
well, I'll think
I'm
about
obligated
that.
to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities.
Oh, yes, I would never lie about those. Never, never, never. Wow.
Hey, what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
I should do as I'm told for now. Alright then. Well, I waited in traffic the entire day. I should write down what happened today in the diary. You can save your game by pressing the options button. When you see the bottom command in the lower left, you can save at any time. I have an early day tomorrow. I should rest up. Alright.
I should write something.
Let's go ahead and save it over. We'll make... I want to say... I don't know. Do we keep it going? Do we end it here for this one? I mean... This one was a lot of story. Maybe we'll run into some action, in which case it'll make it run a little longer. I don't know. Usually whenever I do anything over, like, an hour to, like, an hour and a half, people are like, nah, I'm good. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and call it here for this episode. And we will go ahead and continue in the next one. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully you guys are liking the story so far. Not too much in terms of gameplay so far. I mean, we pressed the X button maybe like 10 times. So, you know, that really looking for that gameplay so far, which from what I understood from like reading about the game and from what I had seen of it from other people, this generally seems to be a sort of thing where it's like a bunch of story and then we'll get some action and then sometimes they'll intermix the two, but it generally seems to be a bit more of a social time and then the actual like combat time. So maybe we'll end up in some more combat in the next one. Looking forward to it though. I mean, interesting story so far. Clearly there's a lot of things going on that we aren't quite aware of just yet, but clearly somebody's looking out for us. There's just too many things, like, oh, we got expelled, yet we immediately found somebody else. Also, we found a way to get immediately into another school after getting expelled from another one. Apparently this dude's getting paid to take care of us. From who? Presumably our parents, right? But who knows in that regard? So there's definitely still some mystery going on here, but you know, considering we're about an hour into the game, that's not too surprising at all. And we'll continue working out that mystery in the next one. See ya.